Hello everyone, this is Pampi Morandante again, and today I will be talking about angles in parallel lines. Okay, so here we go. Look at these two lines here. They are considered to be parallel. Okay, they are parallel lines, and the arrowheads, the one there in black, okay, indicate that the lines are parallel, and the line in blue that crosses the parallel lines is called a transversal. Okay, now look at these angles that are being shaded. Okay, the one on the other side also. Okay, form letter F, like letter F. They are considered as corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent, remember. Up next is alternate angles. Considering these parallel lines here and cut by a transversal, and these two angles here that are being shaded by green, these are called alternate angles. Okay, and alternate angles are also congruent. Angles like this, which are formed like letter Z. Okay, so given that this angle is equal to 92 degrees and the other angle is also equal to 92 degrees. Okay, up next we have here allied or interior angles, and how are we going to represent this in parallel lines, which is cut by a transversal line? Look at these angles shaded in green. These are allied or interior angles which add up to 180 degrees. These angles are also called supplementary angles, okay, because they are equal to 180 degrees. And in that case, let's give an example. Let's say one of the angles here is represented by X and the other one measured 72 degrees. So how do you find out the value of X? Since they are allied or interior angles which are supplementary, which is equal to 180, and so just simply X is equal to 180 minus 72 degrees. Okay, so that's in degree, of course. So therefore, we just subtract them, 180 minus 72, and that is equal to 108. In other words, X there is equal to 108. And that's it. That's how you find out the missing angles. Okay? Let's have some exercises here applying the concepts. To start with, let's have letter A. Okay, so to find letter A here, just take note that A and 85 are considered as allied angles, so therefore it's 180. So 180 minus 85, which is equal to 95 degrees. Okay, so that is the value of A, which is equal to 95 degrees. Next one in the illustration here, look at this. In order to find out B, we need to find C first. It's easier because 114 and C are considered as corresponding angles, therefore congruent. So C must be 114 degrees also. Okay, so now look at B and C, look at the relationship, what we can say about them. Okay, so B and C is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, 180 degrees because what's the relationship between these two angles? They are considered as allied angles, therefore 180 meaning supplementary. Okay, 180 degrees. So in that case, B plus 114 degrees is equal to 180. So therefore, 180 minus 114 degrees, B is equal to 66 degrees. So that's the value of B, which is equal to 66 degrees. Okay, kindly check the next illustration here. We have here the first one. To solve for X, we have put equal to X and X plus 30 because they are considered to be alternate angles, therefore they are congruent. Okay, so that's why you have there 2X is equal to X plus 30. So next, solve it algebraically. So therefore combining X, so X is equal to 30. So that's the value of X now. And in that case, we are just going to substitute it there in the angles. 2 times 30, the value of X, so is equal to 60 degrees. In other words, the degree of this angle is 60 degrees. Let's find out if they are congruent. The other one, 30 plus 30, so that is also equal to 60 degrees. Okay, now next one is how are we going to find out the value of Y? Okay, so we just do this. Y plus 60 is equal to 180. Why? Because see the relationship, they are allied angles with 60 degrees. Or y and 60 on the other side, can be considered as supplementary or a straight line, so therefore 180. So 180 minus 60 is equal to 120 degrees. So y there is equal to 120 degrees. Okay. Next one, in the next illustration on the right, can you check how are we going to find out the value of x? First, so 4x minus 20 is equal to 3x plus 10. Why? Because the reason is they are considered as alternate angles. And alternate angles are congruent, meaning equal. So that's why we're putting them equal. Then solve it algebraically, combining x's and constant. So you have there x is equal to 30. So since we now have the value of x, which is equal to 30, then we substitute to find out the angles. Okay, the measurement of the angles. 3 times 30 plus 10 is equal to 100. So therefore, the measurement of this one is 100. On the other side, 4x minus 20. So 4x times 30 minus 20. So 100 also. 120 minus 20 is 100. So to find out y, since this is vertical angles, see, look at this, 100 degrees, 4x minus 20 is 100, vertical to y, therefore 100 degrees is equal to y, meaning y is equal to 100 degrees. The reason is they are vertical angles. So here we go, y is equal to 100 because they are congruent. Okay, so for that reason there are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent. That's why it's y is equal to 100 degrees. Okay, so that's how you do that, applying the concept of angles in parallel lines. Okay, here we go for our last example. Look at this. 7x and this angle are considered to be vertical angles. So the next one, to find out the value of x, remember that this angle and also this angle are considered to be what? Corresponding angles. Okay, so that it would be easier for us to solve for x. So take note of that. These two angles are corresponding, and therefore we could say now that 7x is equal to 5x plus 40. Okay, for that reason. Now, I'll solve it algebraically, combining x's, and there you go. 2x is equal to 40. The value of x is equal to 20. So substitute the value. Let's find it out if it's correct. So 7x, meaning 7 times 20. Oh wait, okay, there you go. 7 times 20 is equal to 140. Let's find out on the other side. 5 times 20 plus 40, yes it is. Is equal to 140 degrees. And now let's solve for y. Check the relationship of these two angles. They are corresponding, okay? And since they are corresponding, therefore they are congruent. Since this equal to 140, so therefore y is equal to 140, equal to 140 rather. So they are corresponding angles. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you again in my next vlog. Bye-bye.